Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So first of all, I want to thank everyone for subscribing to my channel and follow my journey. Like I said in the previous video, I'm not really a full watchmaker, I'm not really a qualified watchmaker, so all the videos that I make, I just make them for some people that they want to, I don't know, they want to learn some things about watches, some things on how to do their own watch, or how to do their own dial, or how to do their own second hand. For example, in this video I will show you exactly how I do the second hand. Yeah, so that being said, I wanna start by telling you what exactly do you need for making your own second hand. So first of all, you need this one. This one is honestly is kind of optional. You don't really need it necessary, but I mean, it helps a lot. Which again, you can find this one on AliExpress if you're not buying the Swiss one. The Swiss one is more advanced, like way more advanced. This one comes with this, and it comes with this these things from the top, which as you see has some holes here. This one spins. And this one actually is made for making the hands, all the hands, not necessarily the second hands. I don't think you can actually use this one for the second hand. You can use it for the hour hand and for the minute hand, but you can't really use it for the second hand. It will not really help that much because of all the second hands. They have a tiny tube inside, and you can't really make that tube with this one. Again, you need it. I will show you later why you need this one. And another thing that you need is this. So this one I'm using to cut the second hand. Again, I'm cutting it with a fiber laser. All the work that I do with the fiber laser. Actually, I'm not really that, I just say, old school to cut it with the hand or whatever. I do polish it with the hand and everything, but I cut it with the fiber laser. Normally what they use is a press, basically, that they have like a sort of like, they have the shape of the second hand and they just press it with a powerful hydraulic press or whatever, and this is the way they make the second hand. And the tube inside, I don't know, probably they have a precise machine to do that. I do not have it, so I had to improvise and I had to do my own thing actually. Okay, so that being said, like I said, you need a piece of this. Make sure that it's flat and it's 0.2, or if you're lucky to find 0.1, then it's even better, to be honest. The slimmer the better. I mean, this one is 0.2, I could not find 0.1 that is straight like this. Again, bear in mind that it has to be straight, and all of them, they come like rolled, but it has to be straight like this, so it has to be flat. Okay, that's one. This is the second. And again, you need a second hand, basically. So you need one second hand that you're willing to ruin, basically. So what you will have to do is cut this circle from here, this tiny thing, and I will show you guys exactly how to do it. And then you place this one and you place it in this one here. Again, it's really up to you how you make your own design for the second hand. Like you see here, this is the shape I chose, and the logo comes at the end here. I'm not gonna show you how I do the design. That's really up to you guys, but bear in mind, if you follow my if you watch my previous videos, when you cut the second hand from the material, make sure that you're using, again, like the hour indexes that I showed you before. Make sure that you do a double line, and then you cut it on the double line. Watch the video with when I make the hour indexes. You kind of have to follow exactly the same procedure. Okay, so now I will start cutting the second hand, and I will show you guys how I do it. Probably I will show you the design. I'm not gonna show you how I make the design, but I'm just gonna show you how is the design placed and everything. And then I will show you guys how I cut it and how it looks at the end. Okay, so this is my second hand, my design. So as you see, like I said, it's a double line here. The way you have to cut it is like I said, with exactly the same procedure with our indexes. And here is the logo. Of course, if you have any knowledge of this Lightburn, like I said, this is why I'm using, because this is the way I got used to. So if you have any knowledge, you will know how to do this, you'll know what this means basically. So this one you have to cut it like this, and what you have to do, basically you have to start by cutting your logo first. So this you have to cut first, this hole you have to cut first. It kind of depends on how you make it. So I made this one here, for example. This one again will be filled with luminous paste, and it will not be this pointy. So the first thing that you have to do is by checking to see exactly where it goes. So you take it from here and you place it here in the middle. Let's see if it is in the middle. It's very hard to do this with one hand, so bear with me. Okay, so you take it from here and you place it exactly like this in the middle, and then you check exactly where it goes. As you see, this one goes a bit outside, but it will not go like this because this pointed thing will not be this long. I think because it's so slim, so thin, the fiber laser will actually burn it, so it will end up to be, because I made one before, it will end up to be something like this. And even if it is a bit longer, you can actually cut it, you can get a blade or something like that, because the material is very, very soft, and you can actually cut the tip and try it again to see exactly where you reach. It should reach here somewhere at the end of the second. Okay, so that being said, what you have to do is put it back. Okay, so yeah, like I said, you have to start with first with the logo. You do this one by you cut the whole thing. So let me show you how it looks. So you see, when you cut the whole thing, only the H stays, and the H is joined with the side. This one, this is the side. So basically, this one is the one that you cut, this one is the middle where is the logo, and this one is the second hand itself. This, I don't know if you guys understand something, but I mean, like I said, I've been working so much with Lightburn, I kind of see different. I only use, as you see, I only use black for almost everything except these ones and our indexes. So as you see here, all these things, I don't really feel everything the way a lot of people do. They just feel it and they note it here. I've been working with Lightburn every single day, and I kind of have a visual thing of what I need and stuff. So it's really up to you. You can actually make it a different color just to remember it, but this is the way I do it. Okay, so that being said, again, you will see this circle here, another circle, and this one, which I will explain to you guys what exactly that means. Okay, so again, this one will be with luminous space, so this one will be like empty basically inside. Okay, another thing, yeah, so this circle, this second circle, this one here, so this one, what it means actually is you take from the other second that you're gonna ruin, you take the circle with the tube, you cut it exactly this shape, and then you place it inside. You do this one a bit deeper, like a 0.1 millimeters deep, and you take the other circle and you place it here. I know it's a bit complicated, but I will show you guys exactly how I do it. And it's actually, once you figure it out, it's not really that hard. It took me around a year or something like that to figure this thing out by myself. Again, no one really showed me how to do it, and I just tried so many ways and stuff like that, and I noticed that this is the best way. Again, so like I said, I will show you guys now how I cut it. What else? Make sure, so for example, this is what I'm using. So I'm using a magnet. Probably most of you don't really get why I'm using a magnet. So a magnet is like, I'm using it for holding this this brass in place with the bottom basically. Like I said before, when you do when you did the hour indexes or the dial or whatever, you have to use something at the bottom to not ruin the surface of the fiber laser. So I'm using this magnet actually to keep it in place. I tried before with, like, I don't know, standing in the air or whatever. It will be ideal to place it on a piece of metal to be flat like this, as you see. And when you cut it, at least you can cut it over and over and over, and you will not bend. That's the thing. So if it stays in the air, the second hand, because it's so slim and it's so tiny, it will bend. So once it bends, you can't really go back from that. Okay, so I will show you guys exactly how I do it. Okay, so first what you have to keep in mind when you do this, these are the settings that I'm using. It's fill, and this is the settings that I'm using. Pass is not necessary, has to be 70, but I'm just doing to cut every single detail of the H proper. Make sure that you're not using too much power. If you're using too much power, then you will burn the H or initial that you're using, or whatever you're using, or whatever, like log or whatever, because it's so tiny, you will burn it from the power of the laser. So make sure that you're using a lower setting here. I mean, it kind of depends on the laser. Like I said, my one is 50, so if you're using 100 or whatever, make sure that you're using here like 10 or something like that. And the speed is 500. You can actually use even 1000, is really up to you. Yeah, so now you start by doing it. I don't know if I can show you guys. You will see now it cuts the whole thing, and you wait all the way till the end. And I will show you guys later exactly how I'm cutting the whole thing. Okay, so now that everything is done, all the holes they are done, including the logo, what you have to do is cut it now. So this is the way I cut it, and these are the settings. It's field, basically, power 50, speed 500, and pass 70. And make sure you do a cross as well. And this is the way you cut it. This is very important to leave it as long as possible to cut, like 70, probably even more than 70. Again, don't put the power too much because you will break it. But it's important to leave it as much as possible because you want to take it from there and you do not want to bend it. It's very, very hard to take it from there. I mean, ideal will be to leave it all the way, it will fall down by itself. You will see it when it does that. Or if you take the material in your hand, ideal will be to fall down. Okay, so I will show you guys at the end exactly how it will look. Well, the good thing it worked. The bad thing is I messed it up when I polished it. Again, keep in mind they are very, very, very sensitive. They do bend very quick, and once they are bent, they are done. You can't straight it again. You can't do anything. So you really have to do it from scratch again. But I mean, again, the setting worked. So this is the second hand. Of course broken, but still, like I said, it worked. I will show you guys when I will remake another one. So like I will say, it worked. So this is the second hand without being polished. This is the way it looks. Let me see if I can film it a bit better. Yeah, so this is the way it looks. It's black or whatever from the dust and from the fiber laser, but once it's being polished, I will show you guys how it will look at the end. Another thing that you have to keep in mind when you polish it, be very, very, very gentle, extra careful, extra everything. Once you do it, like I said, it's very fragile and it's very, very slim. You have to be very careful when you polish it. Again, I'm using exactly the same thing that I've been using for all of them. I'm using this type of thing. Actually, these ones, they are made, I mean, they are made for hands. They are very, very good for polishing hands. But be very, very, very careful when you polish it. Okay, so this is the way it looks. Let me see if I can focus this better. Yeah, this is the way it looks. After proper polish. And now I have to do it's paint it. Again, you have to look at it if it's proper straight. If it's not, has to stay on the surface straight. So at the moment it stays straight. And just gently bend it just a bit to be straight. Yeah, but this is the way it looks like. And this is one that you can buy basically. And after you put this thing inside, it will look exactly like the original one. Again, I will show you guys how you can do that. But yeah, that's the way you do a second hand. Okay, so now the tricky thing is, what you have to do is make a hole like this. So you have to make this hole. You have to make it there, as you see it. You take the second hand that you're willing to destroy. You carefully place it in that hole there without moving anything. I don't know if I can do this while I'm holding the phone as well. I really hope I can. There are no rooms for errors on this one. So you carefully place it there in the hole. Now what you have to do is cut this circle here. You use a very, very, very low power. for example like this, and you start. As you see now, it cuts the circle the way it should go in that hole on your second hand. Basically, I will show you guys later what I mean. And there you have it. This is the tiny thing that will go in the hole of the second hand. Be very careful with this one because it's so unbelievable tiny that if you drop it, you're done. I dropped so many of them, I lost so many of them, so just be extra careful. Okay, so this is the way it should look like. So you place that in the hole, and as you see, it's flat. So it's really up to you how you glue it. If you weld it or whatever, you can do whatever. I do not know exactly how you can weld with the fiber laser. I heard that you can actually do it, but I do not know how to do it. But if you guys know how to do it, I mean, leave a comment. It will be much appreciated. But like I said, I'm using a sort of like a glue, like a very powerful glue to glue it there. Well, I will glue it from the top, a very tiny amount, and I will glue it from the bottom as well. And after you give it again a bit of a polish on the surface of this, give it a bit of a polish to flatten it even better, and then once you paint it, you're not gonna be able to see this, you're not gonna be able to see anything. So basically this is the way I do my second hand. I will show you guys exactly how you will look at the end. And this is the second hand, and I installed it already, and this is the way it looks. I made it white, and I put this at the top. I made it green. It looks more, it kind of stands out, basically. It kind of makes a bit of a contrast. But yeah, I mean, I showed you the journey of making this watch. I showed you the full video of making this watch as well, and the second hand, and absolutely everything that there is to know about making a watch, basically. So that's about it for the video today, and I hope you enjoyed my journey so far. And again, thank everyone for subscribing to my channel. I mean, I'm new with this, so kind of bear with me with this. I mean, I'm getting more and more advanced as I go. So again, with my English as well, I'm not really a native English speaker, so like I said, bear with me with all of this. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for subscribing. Again, if you like this video, subscribe and like and everything. All right, cheers, bye bye.